Welcome to another episode of That Crazy Triangle Guy. Let's take a look at Bitcoin and what to expect this Memorial Day weekend. We are on the Bitcoin index spot chart, the daily view with a bunch of lines. You can barely even see the candles anymore on that chart. So what to expect from Bitcoin this weekend? Well, in order to get a grasp of where you're headed, maybe we can take a look at where we've been. And I've boxed off previous Memorial weekends. Here, this was in, where are we? What date is this? 22, last year. Memorial Weekend 22. The candles inside the box are Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And I've gone ahead and measured from the open on Friday to the close on Monday for each of these, and I've gone back several Memorial weekends. Here in 22, we saw 8.94% gain in Bitcoin. And let's go back to auto here. So scroll back to 21. In Memorial Weekend 21, we saw a 3.5% loss. Now that is measured again from the open on Friday to the close on Monday. So in between, we did see more up and down, a little bit more of a percentage change in trading than the number you see there. Okay, let's go back to the next one in 2020, and we saw a negative. Hey, where'd my numbers go? Negative 1.62 loss over the weekend. And what about 2018? Here we are. We saw 11.67% gain. Sweet. 6.29% loss in 2018. 1.4% loss in 2017. 17.87% gain in 2016. Nice. And a 1.16% gain in 2015. I'm not sure if I went back any further than that. No, I didn't. What is this one anyway? Well, it looks like it was pretty big, whatever. Let's see. Well, okay, I'm not going to. Let's move past that. Now, so we had a variety, ups and downs, some big, some small. So that doesn't really help us out much, but it does point out that maybe the weekend itself isn't overall dumping or pumping. It could be either, depending on the market, I guess. So, but let's look at the weekends that coincide with the year of the 4-year cycle that we are in currently. So we're in 2023. Let's go back to 2019. Memorial Weekend 2019, we saw 11.67% gain coming up off the bottom here, which is kind of what we're doing now, right? And so 2019, let's go back to 2015. Really? Which one's this one right here? This one's, oh, so that would be like next year, maybe, perhaps. But you know what, also, I believe that I'm quite not in line with the 4-year cycle, like 4 years. Um, it has some variance to it, but we won't get into that right now. Um, we'll do that later at some other time. So here we saw for 8 years ago a 1.16% gain. So we did see gains on, because see, actually, in this memorial, this is why the 4 year, it's not exactly 4 years, because here we were still at our bottom 8 years ago. And I kind of think that in relation to the cycle, we're more over here somewhere. Yeah, maybe even up over here. But they're all different. They're a little bit different. Okay, so that's a look at Memorial Weekend's past. Um, Another thing I want to look at in regards to the overall direction of Bitcoin is, okay, I have a bunch of vertical lines here, and let me go over what those are. The blue vertical lines over on the left hand side, I'm starting here, represent the CPI data release. The yellow vertical lines are the PPI, the producer price index releases. And the larger purple dashed lines are the FOMC meetings. So this way you can kind of get an idea of the price action in and around those dates. This is on a daily chart. There's the CPI. And what I've noticed is pretty much always on the PPI release days have been red. Here in January, here in February, here in March. April was not, it was green, and May was red as well. All the yellow bars have red candles except April. The consumer price index bars just before and just after, we've had nice moves on those days. On every single one. Several days before and I guess depending on the numbers, how everybody felt, even afterwards. And that probably also relates to the FOMC meeting. Well, you can see as we head into the FOMC meetings too, we continued upward slightly, and this was kind of mixed here in April. And that's important to know because now, and also in April, we went down into the CPI number releases. So, take with that information what you will. We have, now, you can't see it here, but also right here is the FOMC meeting. We have the CPI release on June 13th, PPI release on June 14th, as well as the FOMC meeting on June 14th. So this is a really, really big day, and I think that's why we're just consolidating sideways and not going. Everybody's just really, really waiting for this to see, to kind of get an idea of what's going on with our economy and which way we're headed. I don't. So I think the economy's doing great. I have a job that I can get a good perspective on money that people are spending on things that they don't necessarily need to, and there's people are still spending money. Um, Nobody's worried about where they're gonna, how they're gonna be able to afford, the next thing they need or whatever. things are going. People are just acting completely normal from my perspective, and just going about their lives doing completely normal the things they always do, and nobody's worried about anything. And there's a lot of FUD being spread, but the people that are spreading the FUD, their jobs depend on it. That's what they have jobs that they make money. They make a lot of money to to spread FUD. So that's the reason. And then also there's a lot of people on the internet doing analysis that are I see a lot of people calling for lower lows and lower lows. I just don't see it. I don't see it in the charts. And you got to understand the reason they're doing it is because they got a lot of cash on the side, and they want to buy your Bitcoin and your altcoins. They want you to sell now. They want you to get bored out of this market and sell, and be afraid that we're going to go down to 23, 24, 21, 20. I've heard. That's crazy. And if enough of them say it, if enough of them can get you to believe it, then maybe that's possible. But I think it would take a hell of a lot. And beyond that, I would think it'd take a black swan event, something really devastating. For one thing, we have this purple channel we've been trading in for since November, since the FTX collapse, and we've maintained in this channel, mostly in the upper half of it, above the center line, except for in March when there was a lot of FUD about Gary Gensler going after Kraken for staking, and people were afraid that staking was going to be banned in the U.S. and Operation Choke Point was going to ban crypto in the United States, and the New York uh, the New York courts were going after another exchange. I can't think of who that was now. Um, anyway, all that crap was going on, and that's what brought us outside the purple channel. I want to make that clear because right now we are outside the purple channel. And where did we go from there? We shot right back up to the top of the channel, and I think that's what's going to happen right now. Is maybe okay. This other vertical line here is June 1st. That was the deadline of the debt ceiling for the United States. Janet Yellen has recently extended it to June 5th. Um, but it's also when Hong Kong opens up for retail investment in crypto, and the all of China opens up to institutional investment in crypto um, through Hong Kong, I guess, or something like that. So we got some big stuff coming up right here, and it'll propel us up to about 38,000, and from there, I think we will trade between 34 and 38,000, which is right around here in this range where we had a lot of activity in the past. Now I want to go over the Gaussian channel here because what is this? We're going from green to red. This can't be good. You're probably going to hear a lot of people talk about this. Oh my God, we're going from green to red and we're already at the bottom of the channel. Oh, Bitcoin's going down. It's going down to 20,000 or lower. This is just not good. Well, let's take a look back at what's happened in the past where we've gone from green to red. Then from green to red here, and we were at the bottom of the channel. And what happened? Oh my God! Oh my God! We fell! Oh, we're falling! Ah! Well, let's take a look at another one. Oh my God! Green to red! Ah! Look what happened! We fell! And another one! Oh my God! But this was at our all-time highs here, heading into our bear market. This is from Extreme Euphoria. Let's take a look at something that's related to where we're at. You got to take a look at portions of the chart that relate to where you are currently. And here we have the beginning of the bull markets, which is the state that we're in. And here, oh my God, green to red. What happened? We were at the bottom. We were at the bottom. We went up and we tried to get through here. We couldn't. We fell down to the bottom and it turned red. And what did we do? We went from here to here. In just 19 days, we made 15%. However, over the course of about a month, we went up 30%. And one continued up and up and up. It didn't stop there. And here's another one, a very short-lived red, which is what I think we're going to see. And we went, of course, we weren't at the bottom here. But in 14 days, 13 days, we went up 33% and almost 37% over a month. Green to red here, we fell down. But this was the bottom of the market right here. That's the bottom of the market. That's from top going down to the bottom back in 2019. Let me turn this back on auto. Let's look at another one. Let's see, that's going down. That's going down, down, down. We're already headed downward in these situations. But here, like back in 2016, 2015, 2016, you see more of them where we've turned from green to red. And this one, we continued sideways for a while, for much longer, but then did come back up. There was no falling down to new lows or anything like that. Same thing here. Let's measure this one. We went from green to red here. Fell a little bit outside. Let's just start all the way back here. And within 19 days, less than 3 weeks, we went up 25% from there. So I think you get the point. Anyway. Okay, so that's that with the Gaussian channel. What else I want to mention? I think we're in for a nice run this weekend. Let's see where we are at with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is at 26,764. It's come up quite a bit from our low just a few days ago where we spiked down to 25,870. And let's look at that for a second on the hourly chart, and you can see what's really nice here. What I really like is how the candles interact with the lines that I've drawn. Now this green line here is it's the bottom of the Gaussian channel on the daily chart. It's a line that I've drawn to represent the bottom of the Gaussian channel. So it's not exact, but it's pretty damn close. Look at how we close right on the top of that there. This purple line here is a center line of I think it's the center line of the parallel channel, bull flag channel that we've been trading in. But it's also an extension of this triangle that we were trading in. We're trading in a new triangle now, but I'll get to that in a second. But just look at how we've interacted with these lines here that I've drawn. It's really really neat when you see this, how things just seem to work out. Where was our wick down? Let me get this off of auto. I didn't do that. Our wick down was to my God, this is it right here. Yeah. Where we wicked through briefly the bottom of the daily Gaussian channel, and we're on the hourly chart. You can see that all got bought up. It was less than an hour that we were below there. Let's even go on a 5 minute maybe. Yeah, oh my God, even look at this. Not only was it less than an hour, it was less than 10 minutes here that we were down below there. Look at that. It was one big dump right there in a 5 minute, 10 minute time period. Someone dumped 1,200 Bitcoin then. So when you see those wicks down, that's really what it is. Anyway, what else was there? Let's zoom out a little bit here. Not that much. Sorry, I didn't have it set up. So we are now trading in this big triangle. Takes us all the way out to here. Let's see what happens. I think everybody just wants to know what's going on here. Debt ceiling resolution is back here. I don't think it's a big deal. I think people talk about it a lot. I think just to have something to talk about, maybe they do think it's a big deal. Everybody knows it's going to get resolved. And but there's also Hong Kong there. This green curve represents the bottom of the Gaussian channel. I believe we stay up trading around in here. This red line is the neckline of our head and shoulders pattern. It connects this low here, this low here. So we had a real battle right here with it. Let me turn off the Gaussian channel for a second. Had a real battle with it right here. I mean, I watched that on the 5 minute chart. It was really, really tough between the bears and the bulls. We got above it, down below it, up above it. So I think this is going to be another battle coming up in here. And I don't know when it's going to be. But once we break through there, you're going to see big moves. You're going to see big moves. It falls in line with everything we've been seeing on the weekly Gaussian channel. What happens with price once we get above the top of the channel here? It shoots up. It also coincides with the purple channel we've been trading in. We're at the bottom. We're due for a move back up to the top of it, and then more sideways probably over here. Anyway, that's what I'm seeing in the chart. Oh, the other thing, the last thing. Now, it's pretty boring right now. And the stock market is closed on Monday. And here's the CME Group holiday hours for Bitcoin futures. That's another thing why it trades sideways a lot on the weekends, because people don't want to make that gap. A lot of people will talk about the CME futures gap. We need to come back down and close that. Well, if Bitcoin pumps over the weekend, futures is going to open higher, leaving a gap that needs to be filled for some reason. It's very important to come back down and fill that gap. So from here, I can't really tell if futures is going to open up on Sunday at 1700 in Chicago, because it kind of looks like it is, but then when you see the actual Monday, I know for sure it is going to open here in the green, because Tuesday has this red dot that says closed and then open again. Monday does not have that red dot. It does say that it opens on Sunday, but I don't see that red dot, which is leading me to believe that this might not really happen, and I can't find that information anywhere. You can see that there is no trading today on Saturday. So we'll just have to wait and see. If Bitcoin futures opens tomorrow, we might see some big moves tomorrow in Bitcoin, possibly up. When I say big moves, maybe just back up here to this red line to retest that and have that little battle. Don't know the timing of everything. I just know big moves are coming. If you look back down here, we are in We're extremely low volatility, below 10%, not only on Bitcoin here, but on everything. This is the total three, crypto market cap minus Bitcoin and Ethereum, extreme lows. I'll get into this in another video. We're at the same point. I expect big moves to the upside here. But I've been rambling on for a long time, and everybody's got stuff to do, so let's get going, and I will see you soon. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit your notification bell so that you can be notified when I got a new exciting video to listen to. And see you next time.